The four strokes of a four-stroke engine cycle are, in the correct order: A. Intake, compression, power, exhaust. B. Intake, power, compression, exhaust. C. Intake, exhaust, compression, power. D. Intake, compression, exhaust, power. The correct answer is A. Intake, compression, power, exhaust. Moderated by the voltage regulator, system voltage during regular car operation is around: A. 10 volts. B. 15 volts. C. 20 volts. D. 25 volts. The correct answer is B. 15 volts. Normally, the system voltage is around 14.5 volts. Car accessories increase the demand on the system, dropping the voltage, but this is compensated by the voltage regulator, which increases the alternator's output until the system voltage is back to approximately 15. You need to make a cut straight across a small cable. Which type of plier best fits your needs? A. Slip joint. B. Vice grip. C. Channel lock. D. Diagonal. The correct answer is D. Diagonal. A diagonal plier employs jaws whose cutting edges join at a diagonal angle. Unlike scissors, they make a cut by wedging the material apart. A stick welder melts metal with the heat from: A. Applied pressure. B. A fuel-burning torch. C. An electric current. D. Electromagnetic forces. The correct answer is C. An electric current. A stick welder is used in electric arc welding. This is a process that uses an electric current to form an arc between the machine's electrode and the metals to be joined. The heat from the current melts both the electrode and the base metals. A small hole that ensures drilling accuracy is best made by A. A. Drift. B. Cold chisel. C. Pin punch. D. Center punch. The correct answer is D. Center punch. A punch is a tool with a pointed end and a blunt end that is usually struck by a hammer. A center punch is best used for making a starting mark or dimple on a surface. The typical type of battery found in most vehicles is A. A. Lead-acid battery. B. Lead-alkaline battery. C. Lithium-ion battery. D. Nickel-cadmium battery. The correct answer is A. Lead-acid battery. Lead-acid batteries is composed of lead plates in an electrolyte bath of sulfuric acid and water. While lead-based battery technology is dated, its power profile, dependability, and low cost make it ideal for automotive use. During the compression stroke, the piston moves towards which position? A. BMC. B. TMC. C. BDC. D. TDC. The correct answer is D. TDC. This type of nut is easiest to tighten without tools. A. Wing. B. Lock. C. Acorn. D. Castellated. The correct answer is A. Wing. A wing nut has wings on each side for hand-tightening ease. Drill bits can be loosened and tightened using A. Bit. B. Flux. C. Chuck key. D. Bender head. The correct answer is C. Chuck key. The chuck is the part of a drill that holds the bit. A chuck key is used to tighten and loosen a drill bit. Handily, the chuck of some drills are now adjustable by hand and do not require a key. The ECU is known more commonly as the vehicles. A. Brain. B. Heart. C. Nervous system. D. Ignition system. The correct answer is A. Brain. The engine control unit, ECU, is the vehicle's computer. It is responsible for monitoring and controlling most of the vehicle's functions. It functions much like a brain. Where is oil held when it isn't lubricating the system? A. The oil pan. B. The oil filter. C. The oil pump. D. The oil gallery. The correct answer is A. The oil pan. The oil pan is where oil drains to. It is the reservoir. When the car is running, the oil pump draws oil out of the pan into the oil galleries. How does an increase in pressure affect the coolant's boiling point? A. Decreases it. B. Increases it. C. Does not affect it. D. Any change in pressure triggers boiling. The correct answer is B. Increases it. The boiling points of liquids are increased with increased pressure. And conversely, liquids boil much more quickly at high altitude, like at the top of Mount Everest, and can leave boiled foods uncooked. Your woodwork has a slightly uneven plane. Which tool should you use to correct the problem? A. A rasp. B. A file. C. A chisel. D. A plane. The correct answer is D. A plane. A plane is a tool that flattens, reduces the thickness of, or smooths the surface. This is generally done through the use of an angled blade. What is the purpose of a fuel rail? A. Controls engine speed. B. Supplies fuel to the fuel injectors. C. Distributes air to the intake ports. D. Filters contaminants from the fuel. The correct answer is B. Supplies fuel to the fuel injectors. The fuel rail is essentially a pipe that delivers fuel to each fuel injector in an engine. Making large, wider than 1/2, holes in wood is called A. Nailing. B. Boring. C. Drilling. D. Screwing. The correct answer is B. Boring. Which of the following is true of a powered miter saw? A. The blade is circular. B. The blade is embedded in a table. C. To make a cut, one slides the material towards the blade. D. It is vital to use a coolant. The correct answer is A. The blade is circular. A miter saw is a powered saw with a circular blade that sits on top of a table or bench. It is best for making quick, accurate crosscuts. Automatic transmissions transmit engine torque to the transmission via A. Torque case. B. Torque axle. C. Torque shaft. D. Torque converter. The correct answer is D. Torque converter. The alternator is driven by the engines. A. Pistons. B. Camshaft. C. Crankshaft. D. Intake valve. The correct answer is C. Crankshaft. The battery charges while the car is running. This is because the crankshaft in the engine powers a belt that powers the alternator. When accurate measurements of small distances are needed, it is best to use A. Caliper. B. Micrometer. C. Spirit level. D. Tape measure. The correct answer is B. Micrometer. The best method for cleaning a surface prior to soldering is to use A. Flux. B. Stinger. C. Filter rod. D. Core solder. The correct answer is A. Flux. Fluxes are chemical agents used to clean a surface before soldering. A C-clamp is tightened with the A. Turning of a screw. B. Force of a lever. C. Use of a pulley. D. Rotation of a wheel. The correct answer is A. Turning of a screw. A C-clamp is powered by a simple machine, the screw. When the screw is turned, it tightens or releases the pressure of the clamp, either holding together pieces of a project or releasing them. The pictured engine component is part of the secondary ignition system. What is it? A. Battery. B. Spark plug. C. Ignition module. D. Primary coil winding. The correct answer is B. Spark plug. The spark plug generates the spark needed to combust the air-fuel mixture in the combustion chamber. An inside caliper measures A. Whether a surface is horizontal. B. Whether a surface is vertical. C. The external size of an object. D. The internal size of an object. The correct answer is D. The internal size of an object. The coil wire in an ignition system. A. Times the spark. B. Generates the signal that operates the ignition module. C. Transmits voltage from the distributor cap to the spark plug. D. Transmits voltage from the coil winding to the distributor cap. The correct answer is D. transmits voltage from the coil winding to the distributor cap. The coil wire moves a high amount of voltage from the secondary coil winding to the distributor cap. From there it is directed to each cylinder in the engine. Soldering differs from welding in that it A. Requires a torch. B. Creates a stronger bond. C. Requires a higher temperature. D. Does not melt the workpieces. The correct answer is D. Does not melt the workpieces. The air-fuel mixture is determined by your cars. A. ECM. B. Fuel filter. C. Exhaust manifold. D. Fuel injector. The correct answer is A. ECM. While cars used to use carburetors to ensure that the air-fuel mixture was correct in its ratio, modern vehicles use an ECM, electronic control modules, to determine the optimum air-fuel mixture. Engine oil viscosity can best be described as A. Kinetic energy. B. Heat resistance. C. Resistance to flow. D. Adherence to flow. The correct answer is C. Resistance to flow. What is the ideal air-to-fuel ratio in a typical engine? A. 2 minutes and 6.4 seconds. B. 14.7:1. C. 2.2:1. D. 15 minutes and 1.6 seconds. The correct answer is B. 14.7:1. The transmission's job is to A. Transmit torque from the engine. B. Transmit torque to the drive shaft. C. Match engine speed to the desired vehicle speed. D. Split the power between front and rear drive axles. The correct answer is C. Match engine speed to the desired vehicle speed. The transmission is responsible for matching the engine speed to the speed desired by the driver and vehicle. Which type of hand saw is best for cutting metal? A. Rip saw. B. Back saw. C. Hacksaw. D. Coping saw. The correct answer is C. Hacksaw. A hacksaw would be the best choice for cutting metal. A hacksaw generally has a C-shaped frame that holds the blade tight and vary in the number of teeth per inch. The tool pictured is A. Tube wrench. B. Box end wrench. C. Adjustable wrench. D. Open-end wrench. The correct answer is B. Box-end wrench. By applying torque, a box-end wrench, in contrast to an open-end wrench, loosens a fastener using a ring-shaped opening. A wrench is used to apply what to a fastener? A. Torque. B. Inertia. C. Tension. D. Spring. The correct answer is A. Torque. Wrenches use leverage to apply torque, or twisting force, to a fastener. The purpose of a muffler is to A. Convert toxins. B. Reduce noise. C. Funnel exhaust out into the air. D. Send gas into the catalytic converter. The correct answer is B. Reduce noise. The muffler is a soundproofing device that muffles the sounds of the engine and then sends exhaust to the tailpipe. If the distance between two parallel sides of a bolt head is 3/8 of an inch, which socket drive size should you use? A. August 3rd. B. 3/8. C. 1/2. D. February 1st. The correct answer is B. March 8th. To loosen or tighten a bolt, you should use a socket that matches exactly the measurement of the bolt. In order to level a surface across a plane, one might use A. Line level. B. Water level. C. Bullseye spirit level. D. Tubular spirit level. The correct answer is C. Bullseye spirit level. A bullseye spirit level is a circular device filled with liquid. The position of a bubble in the liquid serves to level your surface across a plane. When the bubble is in the bullseye, the surface is level in 2 dimensions. A rasp is used to A. Make deep cuts. B. Make small holes. C. Smooth coarse surfaces. D. Fix pieces together. The correct answer is C. Smooth coarse surfaces. Brakes work by converting the car's kinetic energy into A. Heat energy. B. Electric energy. C. Elastic energy. D. Chemical energy. The correct answer is A. Heat energy. The movement of the car is decreased when pressure is put on the tires. Friction turns kinetic energy into heat energy. Brake systems are hydraulically operated, meaning that they are operated by A. Heat. B. Fluid. C. Electricity. D. Magnetism. The correct answer is B. Fluid. A car's braking system is controlled by the movement of pressurized liquids. Welders using the electric arc welding method wear face shields to protect themselves from A. Gamma radiation. B. Ultraviolet radiation. C. X-ray radiation. D. Microwave radiation. The correct answer is B. Ultraviolet radiation. During this process, the electric arc give off a dangerously high-intensity light, ultraviolet light. Welders must use protection or risk burning their skin and eyes. On which popular type of tire are the cord plies arranged at 90 degrees to the direction of travel? A. Bias. B. Radial. C. Solid. D. Belted bias. The correct answer is B. Radial. An engine's job is to convert fuel into A. Heat. B. Exhaust. C. Motion. D. Potential energy. The correct answer is D. Potential energy. The job of an engine is to convert fuel into potential energy. The potential energy is transmitted from the engine to the transmission, which is turned into motion once applied to the wheels. Which type of nut is this? A. T. B. Acorn. C. Hex. D. Cap. The correct answer is C. Hex. A cap nut has a domed top over the end of the fastener. What is the most popular cylinder arrangement for 6- and 8-cylinder engines? A. Inline. B. S-type. C. V-type. D. Horizontally opposed. The correct answer is C. V-type. A V-type engine is the most popular engine for 6- and 8-cylinder engines. It is shaped like a V when viewed along the axis of the crankshaft. The type of screwdriver pictured is A. A. Torx. B. Phillips. C. Flat tip. D. Robertson. The correct answer is B. Phillips. A rubber mallet would be best used to A. Drive nails. B. Shape metal. C. Remove screws. D. Remove fragile parts. The correct answer is D. Remove fragile parts. Which of the following types of pliers is pictured? A. Lineman. B. Needle nose. C. Diagonal cutters. D. Adjustable joint. The correct answer is B. Needle nose. Because of their long shape, needle nose pliers are useful for reaching into tight areas and working with delicate components. They often also have a wire cutter built into them. Which automotive system uses the following components: battery, distributor, coil wire, and spark plugs? A. Exhaust system. B. Braking system. C. Ignition system. D. Engine cooling system. The correct answer is C. Ignition system. A vehicle's ignition system is divided into low-voltage and high-voltage subsystems known as the primary and secondary ignition systems. These systems require a battery, a distributor, coil wires, and spark plugs to operate. This device dampens the up and down movements of the wheels. A. Distributor. B. Ball joint. C. Wheel hub. D. Shock absorber. The correct answer is D. Shock absorber. The shock absorbers absorb shock impulses. They generally convert the kinetic energy into heat energy, which is allowed to dissipate. The pictured tool is A. A. Pipe wrench. B. Ratchet wrench. C. Allen wrench. D. Socket wrench. The correct answer is A. Pipe wrench. A wrench is a tool used to loosen or tighten a fastener. A socket wrench is an adjustable wrench with serrated jaws that make it easier to grip soft pipes. It is similar in appearance to a monkey wrench. When an ABS or anti-lock brake system is in operation, the driver will feel A. Nothing. B. A pulsing of the brake pedal. C. A release of the brake pedal. D. A depression of the brake pedal. The correct answer is B. A pulsing of the brake pedal. An anti-lock brake system is a safety system that prevents car wheels from locking up. This helps a driver avoid uncontrolled skidding and maintain control of the vehicle. The system works in the following manner. Sensors notice when one wheel is about to lock up, usually when it is deaccelerating rapidly. Then, pressure is reduced to that brake, then increased, then decreased, etc. This causes the pulsing feeling in the brake pedal. This ensures that the tire slows down at the same time as the car and does not lock up.